At the dawn of the new space race, private agencies and companies promise incredible advances. However, an uncomfortable reality persists. A small fragment can leave a crew without a vehicle back. Today we will explore this vulnerability in manned missions. Before you start, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Your support is fundamental to continue creating content about the fascinating world of space and orbital exploration. Let's go! The invisible fragility in space is alarming. A simple screw or a grain of paint traveling at high speed can wreak havoc on a ship. The recent case of the Shenzhou 20 is a clear example of how vulnerability persists in manned missions. As low-orbit activities increase, the ecosystem becomes more complex. With more than 9,000 active satellites and millions of microfragments, any capsule faces a constant risk of invisible impacts. This can cause serious damage without notice. Logistics are also complicated by more actors and vehicles involved. Orbital saturation and climate dependency increase the chances that a crew will be left without a safe return. This is not a hypothetical scenario. It has happened often. The Shenzhou 20 incident highlights these problems. A ship ready for return presents tiny cracks, forcing the crew to wait for an emergency vehicle. This reveals the fragility of the system and how a small damage can trigger major complications. It is not just a problem of China. The United States and Russia have also faced similar situations. Astronauts have been stranded due to faults in their ships. This shows that the culture of staying longer is deeply rooted in space exploration. Space debris is a growing risk. Microfragments are impossible to detect and can cause significant damage. Kessler syndrome dynamics suggests that these objects will only increase, further complicating mission safety. Impacts are not the only cause of prolonged stays. Modern ships also have inherent vulnerabilities. Re-entry into the atmosphere is a delicate process that requires all components to function perfectly. Space tourism has a disturbing contrast. While agencies face security problems, business discourse paints the orbit as a safe environment. However, risks are on the rise and fragility persists. The immediate future suggests that incidents related to failed returns will become more common. As the number of ships and crews increases, so do the risks of technical failures and operational complications. The great paradox is that, in the midst of the expansion of space exploration, the most serious threat comes from the smallest. Crew safety may depend on invisible particles. Vulnerability will continue to grow with orbital traffic.